you blue?
Alright, now I'm gonna transition it as soon as I see it.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Alright, it's up. Gotcha. Bonk, hello. Alright.
Are we live?
We are live.
Hello, YouTube. Hello, LGBTQ community. Let me get comfortable. I'm sorry, I did not mean to show YouTube my punani. Okay.
Why?
I'm sorry, I'm stupid.
I'm so glad I labeled this as not for kids. Like, put that down. Alright. I'll have to restart if you keep doing this.
Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I actually am trying so hard to get comfortable.
I'm gonna put my camera right there, like, for
Is that
you.
why I've been struggling with conversations because my audio keeps cutting out for no reason?
I'm being covered.
That's probably why.
Alright. So we have it set up.
See on my audio, hold on.
Can we be heard? Can we be heard? Sladed, imagine being on desktop. Couldn't be me.
My voice. Hello. I'll give you a cookie right now if you shut up.
I'm gonna touch you.
Huh? You heard nothing. You heard nothing.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm gonna change, like, my stuff back just because, like...
I figured it out!
Huh?
See why my voice was not getting picked up? Because I kept fucking had my, like, input sensitivity low.
Oh. Sensitivity. Alright, I'm speaking with furries, here. I'm a Rindo as my Abby loads. They're gonna beat the fuck out of me live.
I'm gonna on you. I'm gonna fight you.
No! I'm
gonna fight you for particularly no reason because I don't know why.
I just came here as a witness testimony here. I'm just a witness testimony right now.
Alright, what should we start off with? Is there anything
I'm gonna start off with the actual, what I just said, because, like, genuinely, like, the furry thing, where it's like, they're starting wars with Rindos for no reason, and I joined in this avatar, and I was like, oh, because I got crashed 10 seconds in, looking for this fucker, and yippee.
That's why I have, like, my settings on really high, because I don't want people to crash me. That's why I only have it, like,
That's the thing, it was on, I had
it
it to where only friends would show up, and even friends have limited things unless I fully show the avatar.
I see what you mean.
It might be a powerful PC, but someone had a kill switch, and a, aka client, but... you think you'd be safe from clients, but you're not.
Right. People are so stinky.
Stinky. Is the audio on the stream too loud or nah?
No, it's fine.
I have a viewer. Is it you?
It's me. I'm watching it. There's 2 viewers. I think it's me and Sladed.
But another thing that, like, kind of starts the thing as well is just generally talking about. I think one of the things that also kind of pisses me off as well is, like, with personal pet peeves. I will say it's like. I think I met this one girl. Like, I met this one girl on VrChat, right? And she was, like, complimenting about... she was, like, being like, oh, I'm, like, all rich and stuff. Like, I'm all this and stuff. I genuinely don't like it when they're, like, they're flexing and stuff. It's like, I got a Valve Intus with the best trackers and stuff and anything at all.
Okay.
I just don't like the fact that they talk about that as well.
Like when people flex on VrChat about, like,
oh, I have this money, I have this many trackers, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, like that.
I'll be honest, I see your trackers. I see them. They look cool. Absolutely, Mom, buy me VR trackers. I'm kidding.
I will. I promise I will. I promise.
Oh, no, don't promise. That's my one thing. So promises to me are set in stone. So just don't promise me in case you can't. Because that's my thing. Kenna, you're next, I think.
So... oh god, where do I even begin? VrChat content creators that make like content creating their entire personality. Like they never shut up about like I'm a content creator. I'm a content creator. I make content.
There's times where I'm just like, hey mama, go look at my video. Go look.
Yeah.
Go look. I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm proud. You know.
I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. I respect the hustle. I
Sladed.
respect you guys. I'm not talking about you, Pookie. It's okay. So what I mean is like, you know, hey, I respect the hustle. I respect what you guys do. You know, YouTube, TikTok, freaking the fans. I don't care. Like, but the thing is, I shouldn't have to join you and then hear, I'm making a TikTok, YouTube, like all the time. We get it. You make videos. We don't care. Like, if it's a hobby, do your thing. But please,
and if it genuinely makes you happy,
videos.
If it genuinely makes you happy, like, hey, look, I made a new video. You guys should like totally watch it. You know, because you're proud of it. Absolutely, I do it for fun. I'm not really looking for monetary gain, but if I get it, hell yeah. You know, I won't have to go on disability, but, God, I shouldn't have said that. Alright, but,
no, it's fine. Like, I understand what you mean, because it's like, it's to a point where, like, if you want to boost your algorithm and you want to get more viewers, that's fine. I understand. You can put that in your freaking VrChat bio. We don't care. But the thing is, like, if I'm having a conversation with people, I shouldn't have to hear come and be like, oh my god, you guys should check out my Twitch. Oh, my YouTube, my TikTok. I'm a TikToker. I'm so popular. I have thousands of viewers. Like, silence. Just immediate silence, please. I should not have to hear that all the time. It's just, it gets really obnoxious. I'm not talking about you, Pokey Bear. It's okay, Schnook'em Book'ems. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Okay. It also taught me about like another fact that I genuinely don't like talking about, but I am going to bring this up. The sheer brutality that a lot of people like in general. I was in a public war, right? I was in one of those public wars in Black Cat. Now keep this in mind, Black Cats used to be back then, they used to be like one of those wars that, you know, a lot of people would come join in and like everybody was all cheering and stuff. Everybody would get to know about that as well. But like as soon as like kids started getting on,
people, what are you doing with your camera?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, as soon as like people, like children would be getting on, like, you know, underage people and stuff, it got to the point where things got chaotic. But like one of the things that I genuinely didn't like is that I was in this one, so I'll actually pull it out. But I was in, I'm trying to remember, I don't even think I have it anymore, but I was in like one of those small avatars, a very small avatar that I really remember, but that I don't really have anymore. And I genuinely don't like it when like individuals just be like, I don't like that avatar, can you switch? It's like, it brings back horrible memories or anything at all.
It reminds me of my ex, my VR ex.
Yeah, with creators that are just like, hey, can you like not wear that avatar? I'm streaming. Like, yeah, I joke with you and I'm like, anything but a furry avatar because of the war. Ooh.
No,
you know, but there are a point where I'm just like, yeah, if you are like doing like a one-on-one stream, please be somewhat clothed, you know? Because
listen.
No,
free the girls. Anyways.
No, but you can like, there's a thing. It's like, instead of just saying like, hey, can you not be in that avatar, you can simply just like hide the avatar. It's like, what's the whole point? It's just like, hide your avatar.
If a child is coming up to you screeching, you can either block or mute them. It doesn't matter. Like, as
there's a hide avatar
or a video creator, you should deal with it. Deal with it yourself. You can't control everyone on VrChat. You can't stop them from saying what they want. Like, I say something I can't say on stream, and I had to stop stream and delete the previous one because
freedom of speech. Freedom of speech.
Yeah, and I want to go on Kick, but I can't figure it out. So yippee. But
I will say another thing that also kind of pisses me off as well is that everything that like, I have a pet peeve over, but like back then, I would usually just get on VrChat. And back then, I would always go to public worlds and like furry talking chill in my avatars or anything. But since like VrChat has like included children and stuff, I've been scared to really even go in public worlds.
It's hard to go in public.
Yeah, it's hard to go in public worlds because like VrChat itself, there's children here. You don't want to be dealing with it. And back then, I used to go to a world. The world I went to was No Time to Talk. It is basically a time where you connect with different strangers, like kind of like an Omegle session, but like quote unquote, just like you get to meet an individual one-on-one, get to talk with them. You can like put your favorites, you can put your like non-favorites or anything at all. But I exactly remember actually meeting somebody, and I put this on my YouTube channel. It was went to public worlds on VrChat, and this is what happened. I went to like I went there and I met somebody that he was in a furry, and he had like different accessories, like he had like lining and stuff, and it's like I said like, oh, it's full body, because I barely even met anybody in No Time to Talk that had full body tracking. But when I was in full body tracking, I was like, oh, it's full body. He had like a wand and stuff, and he has different accessories. And after meeting him, I was surprised, and then after that, I just like quote unquote left to go for a talk and chill. And
yeah,
I guess another thing that I will say before I move on, before I let you guys talk, is another thing that pisses me off is just that the sheer brutality of like, you're telling like your friends, and this is when I had relationship issues as well, is that whenever you're in a relationship and there's like somebody that's older than you, and they're like the alcohol and stuff, they don't give you, like, I hate it when they don't give you context. It's like, oh yeah, just to let you know, I might be drunk or anything, so please let you know. I prefer it when people tell me right away without, and because let's just say, for example, if you were to get drunk and you didn't tell me, obviously I wouldn't be upset at you because I've known you for like over a year. And if you would be drunk, I wouldn't be pissed off at you.
Yeah.
But if one of my friends like gets drunk or just like anything, I'm gonna be like, and they don't tell me, I'm gonna be like, okay. And it makes me uncomfortable. It's like you're literally telling somebody, it's like, yeah, oh, just forgot to mention for you at the last second, I'm planning to get drunk or anything. It's like, more preferably, it's like, that's the thing. I don't like hanging on with drunk people that I've known, that I don't really know for the most. And if you guys plan to get drunk or anything at all, I would just be like, okay, I understand. I'll make sure that you guys are okay, making sure things are going okay.
Oh, my right hand just died. Oh, phenomenal.
Uh-oh. That's
I
not
will
good.
be right back. Well, I won't be right back, but I'll still be here. Just gonna be off to the side.
All right.
But I'd say my pet peeve. I'm gonna go a little personal here. My pet peeve is people saying, "Oh, I'm humble," and then will kind of just,
treat you like garbage.
Treat you like garbage, scream at you after you've poured everything out on them about how badly that they are treating people, and then belittling someone else's problems and saying that you're making it all about you. That's pretty direct. So if that person is watching, hello.
I also hate how the fact that another pet peeve that I kind of hate is that people jump to conclusions way too fast. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna be real for you. There was one situation where I was hanging out with a couple of friends, and then somebody came to me, and they were like assuming that like the individual was doing like quote unquote, I won't say the thing, but doing certain activities and stuff. No, I was like, and I've been on VrChat, I've done certain activities or anything at all. I was like, I'm not that upset. I'm not like that anything at all. Like, that I've done like certain activities. We've known certain activities. I just don't like it when people like and when like the individual said, I was like, it's just wrong. And it's like, I just feel like that certain like I jump into way too much conclusion, and it's just wrong. And I'm just like telling them, I'm like, hey, that's just what I do on VrChat.
Everything's falling.
Anything at all. It's like I didn't even do anything. And then like he assumed, quote unquote, that he
makes
was
an ass out of you and me.
Basically, quote unquote, was assuming that I was being
taken advantage of.
Like taking advantage of me, and just saying the one, not the full word, but the letter R, 4-letter word.
No, SA. SA.
Oh yeah,
SA.
SA, and I won without any evidence. It's like, how do you prove? It's like you literally put any evidence with me and not literally telling me what to do. That's the thing.
And if I may, I also have some pet peeves that I would like to share as well.
Is it personal?
My biggest is that, and when it comes to drama, being resourceful and being a reliable source is very important because you want people to hear your side. You want people to believe you and not think you're crazy. My biggest pet peeve is when people twist the story into making it into something that never happened.
Yeah, making it into something that it was never.
And they'll twist the story. They'll hit them with their remix it into making themselves look like the victim and everyone around them the bad guy. Oh, I was so helpful and they were so mean to me for no reason and they kicked me out.
It's gonna get up close to the camera. Hold on, where'd it go? There it is. I'm gonna take away. I'm gonna take the
You're almost there. Almost there. There you go. There you go.
Shit. Close enough.
But
yeah.
Yeah, it's something that really bothers me because it's how the situation went. You know what you did. You know what you were putting other people through. And then the second that you're getting put through the ringer and people are holding you accountable, now you're trying to act like, oh, I'm the victim. Everyone hurt me. I don't know what I did wrong. They just kicked me out for no reason. Or they're really vague about why they got kicked out of a friend group. Oh, they kicked me out because I did something and they didn't like it and nobody told me. And I got in big trouble.
Lies upon lies. Oh. Hey, Sladed, did you die too?
No, I'm still here.
Okay. Well, she'll be back. It's invite plus, right?
Yeah, I think it's invite plus or anything.
She'll be back. But I can continue a little for her. So, the victim blaming, and then just genuine, lies and backstabbing and pushing boundaries, and then saying that he's not, and that we are pushing boundaries of him, yet he has not respected us, and he expects respect from everybody, yet calls himself humble. Or she. We're gonna put that out there. But
yeah,
we will no longer tolerate people who treat us and our friends like garbage.
I will say another thing that also kind of upsets me as well is that the sheer brutality of an individual is everybody's having fun and stuff, that everybody's having fun and then there's just this one individual that's just sitting on the sides not being a part of it, and you're inviting them. It's hey, let's go have fun, let's go do this. Yeah, let's go have fun, let's do this together, anything at all. And then there's this a certain someone that's just sitting on the side, just not being a part of it and stuff. That's that's the one thing that I genuinely do not like. It is when people are quote unquote, we're gonna go have fun, let's do this, let's do that, and then all of a sudden they're just not being a part. They're just thinking about something else. They're just not feeling included. And when you give them more opportunities and stuff, it's just hey, you want to go do this, let's go do this. And then there's just I genuinely do not understand or anything. No, it's just upsetting. It's you're trying to get attention right away and just not being a part of the social group or anything at all.
Yeah. And another pet peeve of mine, I saw this going on TikTok, where people in VrChat are, don't touch me, don't touch, the audio's don't touch me, it'll hurt you, Genuinely, if you are like that on VrChat, don't come around me, because that will automatically make me either, if it's my instance, kick you, or block you, if it is not my instance. Because it is genuinely one of my biggest pet peeves. If I come up to you and I try and give you a high five, or something, a little pat on the head, I go boo 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 boo, or just punch him because he's my brother. But if someone were to come up to me Or I'd go up to them. Don't touch me. I have phantom sense. I have phantom sense too. Okay? But it's not critically crippling. If you play VrChat and you say that and are dead ass serious, like, don't touch me, you're gonna hurt me. Get off VrChat. Tune back into reality. Realize you're fucked up. And see a therapist. If you can afford it, because I can't. But, genuinely, if you have that problem, get off VrChat. You can call your friends on Discord, Snapchat, Facebook Messenger, I do not care. Get off VR. And if you are a child, get the fuck off VR.
Yeah. It's
like
it specifically says on VrChat as well, is that in general you have to understand from a point of view that like VrChat is not used as it literally states in the term of services that VrChat is used to escape reality. It should not be a therapist or anything at all. And you should never ever do that. Like it's like I honestly thought about that as escape of reality or anything, but I generally just get on here just to go hang out. I'm like, here, this is what we want to do, this is who we want to do. And genuinely I've been asking some of my friends, is it okay if I vent to them? I don't go up to them and just be like, hey, I need to talk. I don't talking about vents or anything at all. And you have to understand is like personally from a point of view or anything as well, you gotta understand that, you know, let's just say you're having a good time, like you're having a quote unquote good time, and then all of a sudden somebody pulls you over and they want to talk about something like in general, and like you're having a good time, and then the next thing you know they get genuinely upset, or like, you know, they just ruin your day, like one simple thing or anything at all, and then next thing you know you just screw over the entire thing at all. It's just like I don't understand the fact that, you know, because you're having a good day, and then there's just the one person that just snaps and just ruins your time, and then you're trying to have fun and not worry about the situation, and then next thing you know, out of the blue, bam, that just hits as well.
Yeah.
But yeah. By the way, stream, it's just gonna be me and her. Sadly, we lost an individual. They crashed. They're giving up with the night.
They crashed. So. They're not coming back.
Yeah. So I guess it's just brother and sister time. Lol.
Yippee! But wish Mama was here.
Yeah. I will say just a lot of things that I do want to talk in general, but I'm gonna let you have the floor now.
Another pet peeve is people, like, I get it, you're being funny to yourself and what you think are your, like, subscribers and all that, right? I saw on YouTube, and I've had this experience myself and in the bar clubs and all that. Don't go in a public instance of people who are literally drunk, high, or just chilling, right? And disrupt it with avatars, loud-ass avatars, particles to crash. It ruins everything for everyone. Like, I get it. You think it's funny. You think you're having a good time, but you want to know the other hand of that? You're bullying. Because those people don't like it. Those people are literally trying to get you out. So, you're bullying. It's not funny. If I wanted and really had the pettiness to do this, I would be reporting every single account. But I don't have that amount of petty in me. I have the petty you see right now. I have the flick of the hand where it's like, yeah, you know, like...
Understandable. I get it from...
I'm a pretty petty person when people are messing with me and my friends. Like, current events that are happening. I'm getting pretty petty. I'm getting pretty pissed, right? Shit's being said about me. Shit's being said about Sladed. Shit's being said about Kenna. I can't do it. I can't just sit by anymore. I have to stop being a doormat. Because if I continue to be the doormat that I always have been, it'll just keep getting dirty. And I'm a neat freak. So
yeah, understandable. I get it, how the fact that you've been going through some stuff, and genuinely, I haven't been hanging on with you that much, but as I'm sitting here and getting to know you more, it's just like I'm trusting you more. I've really found that you've been really been connected with you and me, and to the point where, like, honestly, you've been helping me go through some of my situations that I've gone through as well, which I appreciate you, to be honest.
Yeah, we can't cry on stream.
Yeah, I'm not crying about
we
anything
can't
I've
cry.
seen.
I'm
I'm
oh,
not,
my leg.
oh, no, I'm not crying.
We can't cry. We
Not
can't
crying.
cry. Alright, but yeah.
But yeah, I think another thing that just pisses me off is just that, and agree me on this or not, is that whenever you're going to Sunset Bar, you know, obviously you go to Sunset Bar in VrChat, and people are like, what's your age, date of birth? Because it's meant to be like, those words are meant to be like 18 plus, with anything at all. Another thing that pisses me off to the point where I get really concerned is that when people, underage people, tell exactly lie about their age. So they quote unquote tell their date of birth and stuff. Because I've had situations where I've hung out with some of my friends, right? And underage people came into the world and they lie about their age, and I'm like, how the heck did you get in here? It's like, oh, just to let you know, I lied about my age. And I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
I don't like go
not
to the
funny.
moderator. Yeah,
It's not cool, and it just ruins everything. Like I said earlier,
like
it's not
if you're going to be on your, if you're literally going to like a bar, actually tell your age or anything at all, don't put yourself in a danger zone, because if you put yourself in danger or anything, then what's the whole point? Because back then I wasn't able to go to Sunset Bars, to be honest, like 100%. And like, but whenever I had the chance to, whenever I turned 18, I was like, okay, let's try it out. I didn't really know if I put like my age and date of birth, because I didn't put it in my bio, but like now I actually put in my bio that like I'm level 19, born on July 23rd, 2004 and stuff. But it's just a general thing. I just prefer it, like, if you're gonna go to bars or anything at all to VrChat, then genuinely just be honest with your age. Don't lie about your age and stuff. It pisses me off and stuff.
And it also can get people in trouble, especially when they're drunk. They're expecting the group owner to be getting rid of the kids, right? And sometimes when people get a little drunk, they're not really there in the head, right? They're freedom. They got the freedom in the brain. So it can get people in situations that are legally horrible. So you don't want to be that person when you grow up. Don't make someone that person.
Yeah. No, I do understand from that as well. And another thing is just that just whenever, because the thing is, whenever you're dealing with anybody that's just like high or anything at all, like my general thing is, like, if you know that individual or anything at all, make sure that they're okay. It's like, let them have fun for a bit, but if it comes to a point where it just breaks them to the point where they're like, hey, this is, they're like starting to like start up a rally or anything, that's when like you quote unquote come on in and just say like, hey, it's just like, hey, let's take it easy, just sit down. Just like, I've had a time where I had a friend who was flat out drunk, and I had to tell them, and I'm pretty sure I met them at the Sunset Bar, because we were chilling, we were hanging out. They were like flat out drunk, and I said, hey, you need to calm down
we're
for a
not
bit.
a bunch of nerds. She's in chat.
No, but I've had situations where I've had a part to where somebody went to me and they said like, hey, this is, I'm drunk or anything. I was like, hey, you need to calm down. Let's go somewhere else. Sit down. Anything at all. Don't start like, if you're drunk. And the thing is, whenever it comes, and I don't plan to do this, but whenever you're drinking or anything, I generally like to drink whenever I have a buddy. If you have like a buddy in there, they could at least be with you and just make sure everything's okay. I don't drink alone because I'm still 19 years old. I'm like almost like 1 year and 5 days left until like I turn.
Yeah.
Until
By
I
the way,
turn
Kenna,
21.
you should rejoin the call. We could still do it with you here. We're not a bunch of goners. What? Kenna, get back and call.
But genuinely speaking, a lot of stuff has been going on. But you know, the thing is just that we as people don't always, and I will be honest with you as well. We assume right away that you know we can solve our problems and stuff, but it's just like not the world isn't perfect and stuff. We can't change everything. We can't change the past. The past has already happened. We need to start moving on and stuff. And it's like, and I will say another thing that I genuinely do not like is when people. I genuinely do not like talk about. I genuinely do not like it when people quote unquote repeat the exact same story and tell other people about it. It's like I get it, but you gotta just like you gotta put it out. You gotta like
you can
calm.
talk that way with your closest friends all you want, but like say if me, Sladed, or Kenna have like a problem and we need to like get it done and it's bothering us a lot, of course we're gonna talk about it a lot to each other. But like if you're not super close friends with a person, like say someone's username is Pico Park, you know, the game Pico Park Lever 42, like sorry for a call out, I don't know if it is, but say your name's Pico Park Lover 22, whatever number I said, and you come up to me and start venting to me, I'm not gonna exactly be listening. I'm probably just gonna like back away or respawn or leave the instance because I don't know you. I'm not exactly comfortable with that. Of course I'll be like, hey, get, you know, in the nicest way I can, but if I'm a mute and I'm not willing to type or just talk in general and I'm around like Sladed and Kenna, I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna like skeet away, you know? So yeah.
I will
By the
say
way, Kenna, you're looking at the stream. Thus, you can join Discord call.
She said that like everything is like currently down in her house right now.
That's what I'm seeing.
So,
but you can join. You could join whatever you're on right now, right?
I don't know.
I might have to get off soon anyway. Short stream.
Yeah. By the way, not trying to be self-promo or anything, but I also do stream on my Twitch. It is in the links in the description below, which you guys can go follow. Currently, I think 26 followers. I think I'm almost affiliate, which is like 50. I also have my YouTube channel, which you guys can subscribe to. I'm at 119 subscribers. I post not daily.
I put him in my community posts, so y'all can go there and click that link. But if you want his Twitch, it is in the description of this video, and I'm not willing to go look up his channel and put it there right now. So you could just go to my community post. I don't post a lot. Just go there, and that's where his channel will be. If I can figure out how to put, like, connected accounts, I will put his. But you should also follow the Sped Club on YouTube. That is kind of where we all are.
I think no, that's actually on our Twitch. I remember exactly. We have the Twitch is actually founded on the Sped Club. We just haven't been able to like post any videos on. I mean, live stream anything on Twitch or anything at all because we've been. I think it was like Andrew was the owner of that channel and stuff because I don't exactly remember.
If you want me to make you guys another one with a brand new Gmail, I got you.
We could. I mean, honestly, I was honestly thinking about doing like starting a new channel and stuff. It's like having like you, me, and Kenna and do that. We can do that.
We'll call it the I don't know. We'll browse names later.
Yeah, anything at all. But yeah, if you guys have
association.
Yeah. If you guys are ever having times where you know. And I will say this is all to you guys, that if you guys are going through anything at all, if you guys are going through a bad time or anything at all, know to this, never give up.
Failure never back down, never what?
Never give up. No, but genuinely speaking, never give up. Failure is not an option. Success is the key. And I remember somebody told me
if anyone's giving you problems and you're not willing to deal with, just go.
Yeah, just go. Just genuinely go. But another thing that you gotta know as well is that it's never when I had a time where somebody said, I can't change myself. It's never too late to change yourself. Like, you gotta learn from a point of view. It's not too late. If you're in your 80s or something or anything at all, it's still never too late or anything at all. Never say it's never too late. Because let's be honest, I was at around my age of 17 years old, and I'm 19. But when I was 17, I wanted to change. I wanted to like change my. I like genuinely just didn't thought I could change and stuff. But after like learning from a lot, just like watching videos or just like quote unquote hearing different people's side of the story and saying that like hey, this is something that I want you to do. I want you to start changing yourself. Let yourself be free, because you can change yourself. Let's just say, for instance, you're smoking. Let's just say you're smoking. You've been smoking for five years, and you want to quit smoking. That's like, at first it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard at first. You're gonna be tempted. But as soon as you quit smoking, you're gonna be free.
Speaking like we're in church.
I cross my heart, hope to die, Jesus Christ.
What? That's not how prayer works. I'm not religious, and I still know that's not how it works.
No, I go there. My family is a entire Christian. We usually go to church every Sunday and stuff. We try to.
Hey, we've got 9 views. Not 9 people in the call, or not call, but like on stream. But we have a total of 9 different people looking. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Sorry, the Sped owner is not here at the moment.
Crazy. I was crazy once. Now I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna strangle you. I'm kidding. But YouTube, that was a joke. Alright, but just so you know, like, I can't really speak from a long-term experience. I had vaped for a good month. I didn't get addicted to it, I'd say, but I liked the smoke coming out of my mouth, but that was not helping me in the long run. I got very sick, and it deteriorated my health even more than it already is. So, kids, if you're watching, even though you're not supposed to, because this is 18 plus, and it should be labeled as in the settings. If you think vaping is cool, it isn't. If you think smoking is cool, it isn't. Like, I'm gonna be honest, weed, if you're old enough and if your state allows it, be my guest, but anything else, don't. It's not worth it. Not speaking from experience on all that, but don't.
Yeah,
I've had family die. I've had family, people who I call family, not exactly my biological family. They threw me away. They lost me. Yeah. But
I'm adopted, so I don't
me
know
too.
I don't know who my real parents are. So.
Oh wait! I want to make a joke, but I'm on stream. All right, but
you can talk about that after stream. Right?
I'll make the joke after stream. But
yeah. And this goes out to everybody as well. It's just that if you're drinking and stuff, at least, have a buddy with you, and please drink responsibly. This is my genuine advice to you guys. It's just that, I'm not a certified therapist or anything at all, but my goal
no one on VrChat is a certified therapist. Yeah. Do not, like what we said earlier, do not treat this like a therapy option. Yes, you can treat it as an escape from reality, but don't be on here. This is hypocritical of me. Don't be on here for hours.
Yeah.
Like, there's times that, of course, I'll take off my headset because my head hurts, or I'm just burnt out, or I just need to chill and watch some YouTube for a minute. Like, I'll usually be off. I'll say I'll be right back, but I'm honestly probably going to be gone for hours.
Yeah.
So it looks like I'm online chronically, but really I'm not. I've put the headset down on the floor and just laying in bed. I'm eating, I'm cleaning, I'm cooking. Like, I'm not chronically online, even though it looks like I am. Like, right now, it says I've been on for 2 hours and 35 minutes. I have not. I've gone AFK.
On my VO, when I pulled up Eto overlay, So I was there for like 4 hours and stuff.
Yeah.
I usually don't
Everyone
tend.
else just on quest, bro. I
Yeah.
never got off unless I was taking a shower, eating, or cleaning.
And the general thing with me, I don't genuinely be on VR because I honestly would be on VR constantly. In the morning, I would do that. I genuinely don't really do that anymore. The only times I really get on is like towards the midnight because that's when usually all my other friends are like, Kenna, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, bestie. I hang on with you when you usually come on like anything at all.
All right, you have good luck on your you have good luck on your appointment, whatever it may be.
Huh? What? Huh? I'm confused.
Kenna typed in chat. She said, oh wait, no, it's Sidon. Oh, sorry, not you, Kenna. My bad. Icon tiny. All right, Sidon, you have good luck on your appointment. Sorry, your icons are practically the same for my dumbass.
But yeah, just note this, everybody. And I'm gonna suggest this as well. I'm gonna tell you guys this, and I will say this again. I mean, no, I will say this. There's a quote unquote a YouTube channel that I'm gonna be mentioning about this. His name is Brandon FM. He made an entire like almost a 2-hour document video about talking about the disturbing world of VrChat. And my best advice is I encourage anybody that is on VrChat to watch that video before actually consider hopping on VrChat. Because if you
sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I can't tell.
You're good. If you hop on VrChat and you've literally not experienced like what is going on, because you're gonna be like, if you join and you see something that you aren't gonna see, you're gonna be like, what did I just saw? Like, I'm genuinely scared.
Like, they're on top of the Rindo versus furry right now, which is really dumb because furries, Kenna can attest, have had started like fights and shit with anyone they can. Like, I'm pretty sure the only people they haven't gone after are little gremlins that run around, tiny avatars like I use.
Yeah, like chibis, those ones.
Yeah, they haven't gone after them yet. And there's specific groups on here. There's also Nazi groups on here, funny enough. That's bad. So there's also very horrible communities called the Black Hats. Not Black Cat like the world, the Black Hats. They will crash you, but they have clients. I'm pretty sure they still have them, where they can literally blow up your headset. Just by overheating your battery within seconds. It's horrible. They can literally kill you. So, don't go into many publics. I get it, you want to make friends. The ones I recommend going to, if you want a safe place, is Super VR Ball, Infected Reborn, fucking Freeze Tag, but there can be really toxic people in there anyway. Yeah. But Magic Freeze Tag, Magic Arena. Let me look real quick at my list.
I don't really think unoptimized bots would be an option as well.
No, optimized bots don't go there. People go there to ERP, erotic roleplay, in those a lot because I've seen them outside of the walls and it's horrible. A lot of people have the kink in here of ERPing and all that in front of people, and it's horrible because it's a video game. Gun 'em Down VR is a good public, especially if they're all open. There's 40 at the moment, 40 people in instances. If you're on PC, I recommend Terrors of Nowhere. I've been playing that religiously recently.
I mean, the only quote unquote things that I really have is on my group chat is verified bottom and verified cuddle lover as well. Yeah. Those are the only ones that I genuinely don't have or anything at all.
Yeah. Surf Udon, if you're not an easy rager, that's a good one for you. It's cross compatible. Project Anticrad. So that's that's a work in progress of Sword Art Online, if you've seen the anime or any of the games, any of that. It's an isekai, and it's real fun to play. It saves via avatar, what the avatar gives you. Just drag your finger. It has instructions at spawn, so you'll be okay. Go-kart zombie tag, I'm gonna be honest, the publics are getting a little bad. Explosion Arena is a pretty fun game. I don't know about the publics because it's always got no one in it. Geolocator, if you're just wanting to be mute and chill, that's the perfect place to do it. It's an amazing little area. It does bug a lot, though. Salem VrChat? Sorry, go ahead.
I don't really know about Salem VrChat. There are kids on there as well.
It's a good game, but recently the hosts and the creators are clashing. Because, lots of allegations going around.
There's also another world that I used to go to as well. I think I was on like quest when I hang out with one of my best friends named Snuffy. But it's a Udon Bird Sanctuary. That is, if you like dots, you can feed them virtually stuff. But it's a general thing just to feel better as well.
Fun fact about in real life geese, geese in real life, of course. If you feed them bread like ducks, it's harder for them to digest. So don't really feed them any bread. What you can feed them is like fruits and stuff, like watermelon and pears, which are in that world, funny enough, along with the bread. But
I genuinely thought about having a pet. Like if I could have like my top 3 pets and legally, like not illegally, but if I had the chance, it would be a wolf, a penguin, and a duck. Like those would be my top 3 favorite my pets. Like if they were like legal to have.
Cat, and ferret.
Yeah,
I like that's gonna be mine.
That's why I put my name to. I put my name to Sladed Wolf 20 VR, but I didn't really put the 20 in the VR because not that many people use the entire name. So I just changed it to Sladed Wolf. I like wolves back then. I think at around age of 17 or 18, that's when I started liking wolves, and I'm like, let's put the name to be Sladed Wolf.
I call mine a phase because I had hoodies that kind of look like your profile photo and all that. So, and all my backgrounds were that. I had a blanket with a wolf on it. And it was a phase for me because I got called cringe a lot in high school. So, not really cringe. Cringe wasn't the biggest word then. It was more like loser, But
I genuinely get it as well. It's like people I don't get the whole intention about like the whole alpha, the omega wolf. I never understood like those sort of things and stuff.
They've turned that into a really cringe thing. And funny enough, the people who are like, I'm the alpha. It's really cringe, part 1. Part 2, that's not how an actual alpha, a correct one, would act, right? It's protector of the pack, not I'm better than all of you. It's the strongest and one who will be most willing to protect. Like, you could see in those videos where it's in those photos of people explaining, like, hey, the wolves actually have a system where they put the slowest in the back and the alpha will be behind guarding from, like, attacks, because the slowest are usually the eldest. So they're going to be in the back protected by the alpha. And the children and parents are going to be somewhere, up there in the middle in front. So...
I genuinely don't really use that in my turns.
Yeah, it's not my turns either.
But whenever it comes to me, because I will say this, I am a dancer on VrChat, and I go by the name Sladed Wolf, and I remember somebody called mine whenever I went up to go dance and stuff, because I'm not gonna mention what type of dancing I do. They call me the Lone Wolf. I usually just say I just feel like that's a good nickname between me. It's like I'm not alone or anything, but it's just like the Lone Wolf is just out there. He's hunting for anything at all.
Yeah. Oh, I want to bring this up. Dating on VrChat. I got really lucky, and I live with my husband, who I met on VrChat. I got really lucky. I cannot say that every relationship on VrChat is okay. Because it really isn't. Like, if you think about it, I've been lied to about age with the person I was dating. I've been lied to, and then I got called a pedophile. I didn't even fucking know. They sounded older than I did. They acted what I thought older than I was, right?
Yeah.
But they were cheating on me the entire time with a minor. And I got called a pedophile by someone in the Discord server that they invited me in. And I was like, no fucking way, right? And then they cheated on me multiple times. This is before I found out, that situation. And before I came to the conclusion. And then just relationships on here, it's so easy for people to lie to you.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, Ken is back online.
It's genuinely a thing, and I advise this to every other people and stuff. I generally advise this to everybody else that is genuinely watching this as well. It's just that if you guys are going to be in a relationship on VRChat, at least get to know the individual for a month. Like, don't
more than a
rush
month.
it.
I feel like you should know them for at least 3 to 4 months before you even have the thought of, I want to date him.
Because I'm gonna admit this, and I will say this to everybody else that's watching this video. I've had times, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been in 21 relationships, and it has been a terrible situation that I've gone through. And I'm not gonna go into many details on what things have been causing me, things have been like, quote unquote, just been going on with me or anything at all. But I will tell you this one time that this is the thing. I rushed into relationships way too quick. As soon as I broke up with somebody, I rushed into a different relationship. I then did that. I didn't listen. And one of my friends was like, hey, you need to stop rushing into relationships. Otherwise, I'm not going to consider you to be a good friend. You need to stop doing this at all. I didn't take his advice, and he was still pissed off at me. And he was like, dude, this is your last chance. Stop going for relationships and stuff. And I was like, he chewed me out. He was like lashing at me, and I'm like,
so
okay.
You run into relationships like,
yeah, I run into relationships just like that. But genuinely speaking, if you're going to be in a quote unquote relationship or anything at all, take your time. You don't have to rush anything at all. Get to know the individual. Just be like, hey, this is like quote unquote, this is like what I should be doing. I should just like, get to know the individual. Don't rush it, because if you rush it without doing certain situations, you won't be able to do this. And I also will bring out one more fact as well. I've told this to every single one of my friends, and to all those single people, you cannot be in a relationship without loving yourself. Because if you go into a relationship without loving yourself, you're gonna have like those bad feelings about like a flashback or like, this is what happened.
Well, not exactly. Okay, what he's trying to... Okay, because people can take that different ways. So I'm gonna say it in another way. Be comfortable with yourself. Don't let anyone tell you, like, you should do this, you should do that, when you know for a genuine fact that what you're doing would be fine, and what your friend or whoever's telling you is doing is the complete opposite of your own morals. Like, yes, go with your own morals, but are those morals really morals? Like, for instance, hypothetical, if someone was like, oh, I'm racist, you should be racist too, and you're kind of questioning their morals. Of course, like, you're gonna be like, I don't really agree with that,
Mm-hmm.
But be comfortable with who you are, not what other people want you to be. For instance, I'm a human walking mat. Like, I'm a mat. People step on me all the time. I'm finally getting back to, I'm not letting that slide. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna, I'm gonna go off.
I'm gonna do my own
thing.
Yeah. But I don't let that shit slide anymore. I've cut a lot of people off. People have cut me off for online drama. Someone I was friends with for a really long time, knew them in real life first before I even thought about what VR was. threw me away for online drama and called me some pretty hurtful things. And we were supposed to grow up together, right? We're supposed to grow together. You know, as a best friend, we were supposed to grow together. And that went all down the garbage. And they did. Oh,
Yeah.
OBS Studio just disconnected.
Oh,
Reconnection successful.
Oh, happened.
Who the hell? Who the hell's Dragonfire? Is that Quag?
I don't know who Dragonfly is. I think that's.
I'm worried because the chat says you, why, okay, you are so beautiful, and I'm worried. Like, I just looked at my hand and I was like, okay, hi. Hello, I just want to say, just so there's no confusion, I'm a married woman in real life. So, you're good. I was just worried for a second there. But yeah, so people who are genuinely wanting to be like, hey, I want to date, but I want to date on VrChat because people around me are shits, you know? Like, just be careful. People will lie through their, I'm gonna say it, through their bottom teeth because they ain't got top teeth. But, it's a joke. But, people will lie to you through their teeth about their age, about their lifestyle, and it really does suck to find those friends who are going to stay with you. And, do you want to go ahead with another one?
I mean, I guess I'll go ahead with another thing as well. I think, like, one of the things that I will say is that, you know, I've had friends that I have genuinely gotten to know the most. And one of the reasons that I will say this as well is that you have to be genuinely careful of, like, you know, people who you can really trust. Because back then, I've had several people in my friendship on my friends on VrChat that I trusted a lot. But after, like, a certain situation that has happened that I'm not going to mention, but there was a certain situation that happened, it really changed my mindset, like, who could I really trust? Because there are only a minimum of 4 people who I'm not going to say just for personal reasons. But there are only 4 people that I can really trust in my friends list, or just, like, out of the blue or anything at all. You have to, like, assure yourself. You have to be like, you know,
what's my name? It's my username. That's crazy.
You have to assure the individual that you can fully trust them. Like, let's just say, for instance, you know, let's just say I trust, you know, Reba and stuff. You know, I would tell, like, quote unquote, I tell, like, Reba, I would be like, this is who I'm trusting. This is, like, quote unquote, this is who I'm put my trust to. I've known, like, I don't know, how long have I known you for?
I'd say maybe a year, but that was just at the point where I'd join you guys and be like, yeah, let's have, you know, as a mute, just to hang out with you guys. But more recently, I'd say the past 3 or 4 months, we've been, like, a closer-knit friend group. And I'm really grateful to be y'all's, like, friend and shit.
Yeah, no, I understand that as well. I think one of the things that I will say about this as well is that, quote unquote, if you get to know me better, and let's just say this for instance, you're getting you're quote unquote getting to know
Sladed.
Hello.
His Twitch is put in the description of this video, but his YouTube is in one of my community posts, so he'll be right there.
I will say another thing that I will point out as well is that, you know, like, genuinely, this is a good question that I gotta ask as well. How do you know when you can actually trust somebody?
I'm gonna be honest, there is a certain, like, change in character when someone genuinely trusts you, especially, like, the more of the type that is a mute for the most part, kind of like I am, but, like, I've noticed with other people who view me as a close friend or, like, a parental figure, which I have a VR family, because a lot of people, including myself, had really shit home lives, And it's not really role-playing or anything like that. It's literally like, hey, do you need someone to talk to? Right? I'll say, my child, come here, like, tell me the tea, you know? I'll be like, I'm here for you. I'm your shoulder. Like, I'm here. And, so if you will sub, alrighty.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
if you want to follow my YouTube channel, it's also the exact
Go after
same.
him too. It's my brother. Get him. Get him.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
that shouldn't be like VrChat really shouldn't be your day to day, unless you make money on it. You know, like a lot of people do. People are like making bank on VR because you know that's what we do.
Mhm.
So, but if you are a child, please do not get on VR. You can play what are those games? There's Assassin's Creed VR. I have that game. It's really fun. Literally any game that's not a social game, because those social games are where kids will get groomed. You will get groomed. You will get put in a lot of horrible situations because of some really horrible people on here. And you should just never. You should never be on this app if you were a child.
It's like a general thing that I gotta advise my people.
If you are, make sure your parent is physically there and watching and listening. Because you can stream it to your other device that's connected to your headset. You can show your family like what you're doing. Because they'll know if something's wrong. They will know if you're being groomed. They will know. Alright? Especially if you have like non-abusive parents and neglectful parents. Because people will just... Parents will give their kids a headset and be like, alright, raise my kids, you know? And it's horrible. Because, like, I have a cat, alright? So of course I'm not going to put a VR headset on her. And I love my child. That's my fur baby, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm not gonna... If I were to adopt, because I can't have children. If I were to adopt with my husband, I would, I want to get this clear because there's new people watching. That's not my husband. Alright. That's my brother.
Yeah.
My husband, I live with him IRL. So, if we were to adopt, I would, definitely not be treating them like the fucking parents that are treating their kids now. So, you know, I'd be like, hey, you know, because, of course, every foster kid's gonna have their own problems. They're probably gonna through a bit of amount of homes, and I'm gonna treat them with a little more respect. But if we adopt them as a baby or there's a surrogate involved, like a big titty goth mommy, I'm gonna be honest, me and my husband talk about them all the time, but, if that were to happen, I'd be, you know, of course, being like the mother, and once they turn 11, you know, when kids are starting to be like, because I babysat before, when kids are starting to be 11, they're starting to be this, like, I'm a big kid now. I can do other stuff. I can talk back, you know? And as someone who's babysat, if you distract them by, quote-unquote, humbling them with chores, and, like, not exactly, like, big, heavy chores, but, like, hey, let's figure out how to wash the dishes. Let's figure out laundry. Like, growing on to the, like, hey, let's make our own food in the microwave, right? Don't forget the water in your mac and cheese, kids. I blew up 2 microwaves when I was young. But, just genuinely teaching them along the way how to be an adult. And maybe, you know, that'll humble them. I've had a kid or two that just were absolute monsters because their parents were not smart. So, you should definitely not put your kid on VR. Like, I got on here when I was 18. I was still in high school. I'm gonna be honest, I failed high school. Not because of VR, but because I got hit with COVID like a freight train, and I did not get the help I needed. So, I failed high school because I wasn't able to be there, wasn't able to get any work done, because they wanted me there, not just getting my work done. And, like, they would send it, like, I had a computer, right? And that they gave me to use at home, and they just didn't care. They were like, you're not here. You failed. So I had no choice. But
by
how
the way,
old are you? Look,
well,
damn, I'm old.
I'm 19.
Yeah,
She's
I'm 20.
and 20. So we all.
That's one of the few
friends.
times I've been called older than my actual age.
Yeah.
But I love how I love how it's like you look 20 something. I don't know if you've known, but this ain't my face.
Yeah. But genuinely, this is.
Oh, I'm 100. All right, thank you.
But genuinely, this is a message to everybody. It's like, if you're going to be in any VR game and or anything, then I really suggest that at least be at the minimum 17 or 18 if you get on social platforms and
you
stuff.
should be 18. Actually, I'd say just to get the blowover of your birthday, because I was one of the ways with my birthday. I got VrChat 23 days after my 18th birthday because the guy I was dating was like, okay, you can, because I was going to grow up to be an abused housewife, and I was too shy to say it. And I was working at Wendy's, right? And I was like, you know what? Next 3 paychecks is going to a headset, right? So that's what I got. I got a Quest 2. And he told me one thing to never download, which was VrChat. And I found out why, because people were telling me, like, hey, what he's doing ain't good, because he was doing some pretty bad things. And I didn't see it because I was dumb. And thank God those friends opened my eyes, but then again, VR dating was so sketchy, so it was bad. But yeah. Alright, I think we should wrap up the stream. Hubby's probably upset because it's 3 in the morning.
Yeah, of course. Do you want to say any quote unquote final things that you want to do for this before we close things out?
Probably just don't get on VR, kids. Don't smoke. No.
And drink responsibly, to y'all guys as well.
Drink responsibly.
Before we go, I'm gonna say this again. If you guys want to check out my Twitch is in the description. I really appreciate you guys be following. You guys do not have to follow me or anything at all. It's recommended. My YouTube channel is the exact same. It is Sladed Wolf. If you want to follow me on there, you guys can. You guys don't have to. But I appreciate you guys coming here, and definitely shout outs to my sister. At least get her to at least 60.
I'm shout outing you.
I know,
what do you mean?
No, but I'm saying get this woman to at least 65 subscribers.
Follow
guys.
me on TikTok. The quality's better there. It's the same as this username on YouTube. Follow me there.
Yeah.
Alright, bye-bye, Dragonfire.
And always, one more thing. Stay positive, stay well, and keep doing good vibes. But yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You'll have a great night.